It finally happened. Good job. Good job. Good job. What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Dante here back in Digimon Laboratory with yet another market watch. It is all alternate arts today. That's it. We just gonna go straight up with the high roller stuff. First things first, other half of the ban list came out. I don't know when we are gonna get our half of the ban list to finally put the rest Alphamon. I know in the OCG it's the 1st of September. We may be a little bit behind them, but everybody knows to hop off the Alphamon bandwagon. It's as soon as Dora Greymon go to 1, game over. Game over. You can see right here, the boy don't fail hard. Alternards are sitting at 32s. They're selling like hotcakes. People are throwing these things on the market. Like, it's not even funny. You got listings 5 pages long of just Alphamon Alternards. They're trying to get rid of them because they know it's not going to be the top dog now. Might not be the top dog ever until they unrestrict that. But even then, the game might be too fast and too far gone for Alphamon to even compete. Now, with that being said, Omnimon, Alternard, sitting at about a cool $1,000. You still got people trying to get rid of this card. It is collectible. You still got a couple. Yeah, one more like played from last week. I'm pretty sure one more like play get added. Still got the Nearmint here for 1,000. Still got somebody sitting here at about 1,400. Hey, it's one of them cards to where you grab it, get it graded, put it to the side, call it a day. Simple as that. Now, this Koromon here is a alternate art that came out. I believe it was either out of the event pack or a pack out of one of the events at the cons that we had, like the tournaments the regionals that we have. And this Koromon is right now it's at $95 for this Koromon. This is the go-to Koromon if you want to play any kind of Greymon strategy outside of Dual Greymon, Burning Greymon, Dual Greymon, because they're not technically Greymons. They're just of that species. So this is the go-to card. A lot of red decks, especially a lot of Greymon tribal decks are, people are loving them and people are popping up with them left and right. It is what it is. Everybody's clamoring for this card. This card is a $95 card and you need to play 4 of them. So if you want to go ahead, just be wary of, how can I say this? Be wary of when trying to match rarity a deck. Especially if you know it's a meta deck. Digimon ads, a lot of them are generic, some of them are specific, and if you're a Greymon fan, it doesn't matter, just Greymon. Sure, if you want to bling it out, this is the best egg for you. Whether it's green or black, you now have a black Agumon that can digivolve into on top of a black or red Digi-Egg. So you now have the line to go either black or red. So just be wary when you're trying to match rarity stuff. If your deck is very, very, very good and popular and very powerful, be careful. Because you never know when it might get neutered or even power crept. It happens. That's why you need to play what deck you want to play and not worry about always trying to be competitive. If you're a competitive player, then go ahead and change decks like you change your draws. Like, that's just, if that's your fancy, that's your fancy. I myself is a role player, Like, I rather beat the meta than become part of the meta. One of the reasons why I didn't play Alphamon post BT9. I actually am playing Dex Dual Gurumon. Trying out Rezamon. I'm going to go ahead and probably throw a updated, Waymon deck list on the channel. Probably get a Gallantmon deck on here. Just I'm a rogue player. You know, yeah, you've seen Metal Garurumon Accident Body, Wargreymon Accident Body, D Reapers. You see meta all across. I'm a rogue player to where what deck is a good meta call? Simple. And I do have a deck that's probably that's most likely a good meta call come BT10. But you're going to have to wait for BT10, and I'm going to drop that the first day of BT10 just to give you a little something, something. Hammer Spark. So Hammer Spark is going up slightly. Be careful with this, ladies and gentlemen. Please read. These are not $20 Hammer Sparks for American. All right, these are Japanese alternate arts of Hammer Spark. This is, you're not getting, oh, this is a crazy deal. No, these are Japanese. Please look at the picture. Please scroll over them. They are Japanese cards. Now, if you're in a Japanese market and you think you can flip this real easily, do so. But be careful, these four are Japanese cards. So CT's archives right here, it's the lowest at 90. So $90 for Hammer Sparks. Blue will always play Hammer Sparks, whether it's 2, 3, or 4. They'll always mess with the ratios. They will always play Hammer Spark because it is an insta, let me gain a memory. That's all they need. Let me get a memory. Oh, guess what? That's enough memory to do whatever I need to do. Oh, if I had 2 of them, what? Memory. Oh, now it's 2. Guess what? Now I can Digivolve and it's still my turn. So if you're playing blue and you're a blue enthusiast and that's the only color you play in, gosh darn it, I want to play blue no matter what. If you're going to match rarity it, Hammer Spark right now is sitting at 90. I do remember seeing this card at, I believe, 110. So it can spike if possible, but I don't think so. I think this Hammer Spark has been, I don't think it's been reprinted, but I think Hammer Spark itself has been reprinted enough and the starter decks and stuff like that to curve this price a little bit to keep it under 100. Can it go back up to 100? Yeah, but it has to be like a blue dominance in the meta. Like maybe blue decks just run rampant. Like you might see a Pyrodramon and Metal Garurumon X and they just run the meta. Then you'll see this card go above 100. Magna Angemon, Altanar, you're sitting at about a cool, one person sitting here at 74, no, 2 people at 74, and it quickly goes up to 80, and then right after that, 85. This card is becoming an absolute staple in a lot of yellow decks because of, well, I'm going to say, yeah, yellow decks, but yellow-purple decks because of Hellscythe. Hellscythe is the thing. Hellscythe being able to bring this back to reduce the Digimon by 6 KDP, potentially deleting it, and then recovering the security. People love that so much. Me personally, I like the Angelwoman that gives something -2 KDP because in a build a stack meta, if they're immune to being get rid of that turn, you target something. -2 KD, -2 K security. I mean, -2 security attack, not DP reduction, security attack. But -2 security attack, it actually would save you because they have to make it +3 in order to check with it. So it can save you in a pinch. Remember that. But a lot of people like the Magna Angemon. I don't think it's a bad card at all. I actually think it's a very great card, to be honest with you. So just be worried. If you're going to play Magna Angemon, you're looking about an $85 card right there. Yo, pockets getting hit. This is Digimon. That's how it works. It has the Pokemon treatment. It has the Dragon Ball treatment. You got to understand that. They may come from 2 different companies, but every game that has an upgraded rarity of it when you don't need to get an upgraded rarity of it, it's always going to be expensive. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, I got secret droplets. They're like, $50 55, 60. Yeah, but the OT drop is like 130, 150. It happens. When you upgrade it, you have to spend money to upgrade it. That's just how it is with cardboard. Def Xmon alternate art. Sitting at a cool $75 for the alternate art. Not bad. Quickly going up to 80 if you want to verify source. Yeah. Sometimes you like, you want to help out the little guys, but sometimes you like, nah, I want them verified. Whatever fits your fancy. I'm not here to say yay or nay. Just remember you need to verify your sources before you just buy something from somebody. Scamming is a thing. Not saying these people are going to scam anybody, but I'm saying scamming is a thing. Like communication is a thing. All that kind of stuff. So $75 for an alternate is not bad for a card that probably won't be power crept for the next 4 or 5 sets. Talking about 4 or 5 sets maybe. Because we got BT10, EXO3, BT11 is being leaked in the OCG. I'm pretty sure BT12 is on the horizon because Digimon is taking off. Like, for anybody who thinks this game is dead, you're not looking. You're being biased. You're in your own mind frame. Whatever it is, you're not looking. Just because your locals went from having 25 people tournaments to having 17-man tournaments doesn't mean the game dying. It means people in your area either are going to different places or they're not interested in the game anymore. But your local does not dictate the entirety of this nation. This game has been growing in popularity with, Mario World Gaming being a good person, being a good Digimon person that people always go to. When it comes to True Champion Steven, Primitive Kage, people like myself, people, there are more and more Digimon YouTubers coming out the woodworks to really try to build this community up. So remember, the attendance isn't declining because of your local attendance is declining. It actually is gaining more and more speed because a lot more people are starting to get into Digimon. Hence why they keep on reprinting cards from super older sets, because people need that kind of stuff to get going. So, but I digress. Def Xmon $75. It can easily go up to an $80, $85 card. Easily. I don't think it's another $100 card. I think this would take the place of what's our boy? Omnimon Zord Defeat Alternate. It'll take that place. So it'll hover between 70 and 80. On a bad set that's really not good in, which I don't think it's really not good in most sets, especially with Tamers being a huge thing come BT10. I mean, huge. Yeah, like just being able to have this drop it for, 1 less for free. Yeah, this card's too good. It's too good. If I didn't think there was gonna power creep on the Zord Defeat, but they did, and they really power crept it. And this is a great card. If they power creep this card, that card is going to be insane. They're just stacking it. It's going to be insane. Simple. Ancient Greymon alternate art sitting at about $50. I know we got a couple up here trying to, go ahead and sell it, but $50 right here. 53 easily goes up after that. Again, Greymon Tribal is a thing. A lot of people like Greymon Tribal. Greymon's always going to get support no matter what, because it's a flagship. Now, yes, it's one of the flagship Digimons of all Digimon. Agumon, Gabumon, Vmon. 3 of the most recognizable Digimon of all time when it comes to Digimon. You can say Omnimon, but guess what? Comes from Gabumon and Agumon. Most recognizable Digimon, top 3 are those 3. They will always get support. Hence, look at EXO3. Imperial Game's entire line because it's Imperial Dramon. It's a VMon. It's VMon Digivolution. It has a red purple line all the way through now. It's insane. Gobblemon, Agumon will constantly keep on getting support. Whether it's Greymon or a variation of Greymon, whether it's Garurumon or a variation of Garurumon, it's never going to go away. Never going to go away. If you want to talk about top 5 Shoutmons in that top 5, a lot of people did like Shoutmon, but you see what the favoritism is because it's like Shoutmon, Guilmon. Like if you want a safe color that you're like, I just want to keep on investing into it because I feel like it's always going to get support, red is probably the best color for you. Blue seems like it's going to always take a hit because of how powerful it is. But red seems like that, okay, they're going to always give it support. And when it ever gets crazy, crazy big, people is going to find a way to stop it. So it's always going to be like right there below the radar kind of thing. So yeah, just be wary of that. But I mean, if you want to play Tribal Greymon, go ahead and go for it. Here's the Ancient Greymon. I think I only played with 2 of these, to be honest with you. I don't think they played around this card. I think this is more of a secondary level 6. I could be mistaken. That's the last time I seen the list was like 2-3 weeks ago. Metal Garurumon. This is the Metal Garurumon from EXO 1. This is the one that they play like a 1 or 2 off in the deck, depending on your ratios. Some people don't want to play this one. Some people play just the 4 S antibodies. Some people play 1 or 2 of these because you can digivolve for way less and make it a lot cheaper. I personally like to play it at 1 because I did like the list from the Gen Con winning Metal Garurumon X anybody where he played the 1 and then played the 1 of the BT 1.0 Garurumon to where when you attack you can pull from your source. I do like that because it helps you build a little wider so you can constantly do another stack if need be. So I think this is good. I think this is a good card to actually play in the deck. I wouldn't cut it completely. Play a 1 or a 2 up if you don't want to play the BT1 Garurumon, or if you want to play 3 of the X antibodies and play the 1 of this. You can if you want to. It's all good. It is a $33 card here, going up to $35 very, very quickly. It is one of them cards to where I don't see Metal Garurumon leaving the format really anytime this set. Come BT 10, I can honestly, it's funny because I can honestly still see a lot of these build a stat type of deck surviving BT 10 release. While we do have the save mechanic, the evade mechanic, the cross mechanic, while we do have those 3 new mechanics, they're just like the build a stat meta. And you know, in an instance, they're instead of building in nursery for your build a stat, they build in the back underneath tamers, and when they get enough underneath the tamers, they then cross and come out, and then you have this gigantic stack. So, or you just digivolve on top of one of the stats that's already big enough, and basically it's like building with tamers rather than building with Digimon Erasing. It's kind of like the same concept. One's a little trickier than the other one, the save mechanic, because you just bring it back and just out the blues you can like, oh, you stopped me. I'm gonna bring this up because it's cross. I pay 2 less, so it puts me to 0. And now I just hit you with it and shoot you for game. Yeah. It's like a mix between hybrid and I build a stat mechanic and the build a stat meta right now. So I can see a couple of these decks surviving, like Metal Garurumon as anybody I can see surviving. Mother D Reaper I can see surviving, and like those kind of decks I can see those surviving the release of BT10. It may not be as powerful. They may be another top dog come BT10 because they didn't hit. I believe it's Sunrise Blaster. It's the red and yellow option. I think it's Sunrise Blaster. They didn't hit that. A lot of people was calling for that to be hit because they don't want Bandai to sell product. I mean, you have to think about this from a, economic standpoint to where if they hit a card that's coming out in the next set, like they did Agumon. Agumon was a common rare. It was a uncommon. It was an uncommon. You can get away with that. You can't get away with hitting rares or SRs because they're part of the set. When you open your pack, you either get 2 rares or a rare and an SR. What if one of your rares is a one of, and you open another pack? Oh wait, here's another one. Well, that's stupid. Since you already hit to 1, I can't even play with more than 1. They think about stuff like that. So you got to understand that their bottom line is about the almighty dollar. That's their bottom line. And because you're upset, sorry, but that's all card games. They're not going to listen to you. They're going to make the money first and then see where it goes. And if it really is a problem, because remember, OCG and TCG don't quite transfer hand in hand, because we saw the dominance of Jessamine over there, but we saw the fall of security control over there because the best of ones. We saw the rise of security control here, and we saw a very good Jessamine showing, but not a dominant one, but a very good one. The only reason why Jessamine got hit is because the OCG is running rampant. Over there, yes, cross is a thing, but they don't feel like it's that big of a problem to hit. Hence why they didn't hit it. Gotta remember, OCG and TCG, you cannot say, oh, that's 1 for 1. No, because a lot of things don't transfer over. Shivamon was a winning deck over in the OCG. Shivamon over here is non-existent. Over there, Granite Quagamon was a good deck. Over here, Granite Quagamon is a good deck. Over there, Alphamon ran rampant. Over here, Alphamon, oh wait, it didn't run rampant. Alphamon was a great top tier deck. But guess what? Alphamon won 1 out of the 4 tournaments for Gen Con at full power, but it consistently topped. Unlike all the other decks. So one deck, unlike all the other decks, Mother D Reaper is also a good one. They hit that preemptively. They understood that it's going to be too oppressive in a control style format as we were back in BT8. It was a very slow format with Bond and all the hybrids and security control run. We was in a slower format. The format is a little bit more ramped up now because you can end it in 1 turn, but it's nowhere near as crazy or insane as the OCG. The OCG is you high roll, you win. Simple. You high roll, you win, you go to the next one, and you just gotta hope your deck constantly high rolls. Jessamine was running rampant crazy over there. It was like that top tier dog. And then come over here, it's a very good deck. But the more games you play with it, the more RNG factors into it. Jessamine then falls by the wayside. It happens. You have to read the metas and not think, oh, it happened over there, it needs to happen over here. That's not how that works in any TCG, OCG comparison whatsoever. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Look at Pokemon. Look at Dragon Ball. Look at White Shorts. Look at Vanguard. Look at Buddy Fight. All these TCGs that has an OCG and TCG, they don't really correlate like that. Gotta remember that. We have different play styles from different sides of the world. Gotta remember that. Next card, Susanoo has fallen from his grace so hard with the hit to Yellow Hybrid. Sitting at $25 for an alternate art, I do not know. You know what? Here's a take. And it's a way left field take. But hear me out. If we're going into a tamer heavy format, where all these new tamers and all these, cross mechanics and all these save mechanics that just, delete. So I'm going to save these Digimon underneath these tamers and get their inheritables. Why would hybrids not be thought of when it comes to that? A lot of people say, well, they hit the good hybrid. They didn't hit blue. They didn't hit the red ones. They didn't hit the shitty black or purple ones. They didn't hit the green ones. They hit the yellow ones. They hit the more oppressive one. But even then, why would you not think about hybrids and inheritable stacking? Yeah, you benefit more if you use the certain Digimon that is supposed to use with cross, but who's to say that you had to? I didn't think so. So we might see our boy Susanoo, I don't know, be splashed into a deck or two. Just because it can de-evolve, onto hybrids. You play a bunch of tamers in these decks. I mean, hey. You just never know. I don't see why not. Run you a small hybrid package up in there. And you really don't have to worry about tamers because you're already playing like 6, 8, 9 tamers. No, that's a little hyperbolic. You're playing more like 5, 6, 7 tamers, if I'm not mistaken. But why not? So I wouldn't say this would be the best investment whatsoever. Not bad. If you pick up 1 or 2 of these, you never know. You never know. Just something to think about. Oh, Ryudomon. Remember when you was 45, 50 bucks? All has mighty has fallen. Alphamon got guaranteed hit. Ryudomon says, whoop, I'm done. Price get halved. Got cut in half. And I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. Let's look at Dorumon. Dorumon. Ultimate Art Dorumon. Still kicking around 45 to 50. Interesting, right? Interesting, right? Ryudomon just fell off. Doraemon's still here. Very interesting. It's almost like Ryudomon is not being played no more. And people would just rather just play the Doraemon if you're going to play Alphamon. Whatever floats your boat, my man. I don't think Volcanomon is going to help you on that one. Gigimon from the EXO 2. There you go. I had to think about which one it was. EXO 2. Now, this Gigimon is the best Gallantmon egg there is. If it's specific, yes. There are other eggs that you can play. Sure, this one is a constant draw. This one's sitting at about about $25 near mint. If I ever skip over like the first 2 or 3, usually my eye see this here and my eye see this here, and that's not a knock towards people that are trying to start up, but I always go for the big boys here, Even KSC, KSC is in at $23. So $23 to $25 for this. That's $100 for your Digi-Eggs. That's $100 for your Digi-Eggs. Like I said, this is for the big ballers here. If you're a dolphin, or you're a small frog, guppy, or you're one of them low spenders, do not do this. Do not spend like this. This is for the whales, for the big ballers with the big pockets. Simple as that. Dark Knight Mon alternate art is going up in price. This card was I want to say it was like 17, 18 last time we had talked about this. I could be actually wrong. But I think it was around 20 at most. You see right now people are buying this card like crazy. Why? Dark Knight Mon X antibodies coming out in BT10. This is going to be a thing. A lot of people, I've been telling, the first time I said this card was super duper low, I said, grab this card. This card has support coming out. And at the time, I thought it was BT9, but it's BT10. So, no, wait. Is it BT10? I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I'm going to do some off-screen editing real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Knight Mon at Sandy Body. When are you coming out, my good sir? And it's looking like it is BT10. Okay. Have to confirm that, ladies and gentlemen. Have to confirm that. So we are indeed getting in BT10. A lot of people like this engine. This might be the black deck that a lot of people are going to shift towards. I think I want to try it with Dex Dual Gurumon, just because Skull Knightmon is a undead, so I can branch my paths if I need be, and it still has some kind of bridge that I can actually intertwine within there. So something that I thought about. It may not succeed, but you never know. Might just try it out. Kalumon, alternate art. I love this freaking card and I love the artwork of it. Sitting at about $15. I think this card is a good card if you're playing those 3 decks. If the decks get more support to where they actually make Gallantmon, actually playing Gallantmon, Sakuramon, and or make a Gagomon, meta. This card is going to skyrocket. This card is going to be like a $30 card. So, I mean, it's a cute card. I wouldn't bank on it. Gallantmon, I think, is probably like the 5th most popular Digimon when it comes to like the Digidestins. And don't think he's really... No. That Mother D Reaper art was actually very, very received. It was received very well. So a lot of people really do like those Digimon. So he may get a lot more support. There is some purple Megidramon and Chaos Dramon support coming out. I mean Chaos Gallantmon support coming out. So just be wary of that. Granite Kawagamon alternate art is sitting at $12. A lot of people are starting to take in red packages for the security checks when it comes to option cards, especially like Gigadef and stuff like that, because people are just playing impactful option cards. I know myself, I play Metal Impulse for that security check. So if you hit the Metal Impulse, I can discard and get rid of Digimon, delete Digimon. I can gain memory. I can do all kinds of crazy stuff on your turn. So a lot of people are taking a red package. I think Grand Quagamon is probably the deck to do that with. Just taking in that red package with the Delicate Plan. Because it really is I have to build just one stack and just swing in for gain type of thing. And you really want to have that red source to like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and, play this Delicate Plan, do all this kind of crazy madness stuff, gain the memory, swing, unsuspend, swing. Yeah. So definitely something to look out for. $12 is not bad for an alternate art like this. I like it. Jelly Bellies. So, Jellymon right now is sitting at $11. There's a lot of people that like this Jellymon, Tesla Jellymon kind of control engine. It's like four Jellymons, four Tesla Jellymons, and like three or four the option card. I can't remember what it is, but it's all about bouncing your opponent's floodgates back to their hand, just to have that little small little, small little engine up in a deck that's very hollow. Like Security Control has been playing it. Um, I heard some people actually was about to think about taking it and Metaguruma X because of the purple matchup. Because having that Ongazi mons really do hurt, especially if you're trying to gain memory. But maybe not. I know some like just some rogue decks are trying to figure something out, and I think it's a good cards. I think it's a good set of cards to have. Altanar, and they're pretty cheap. $10 for Altanar is not expensive whatsoever. But I know Tesla Jellymon is coming out BT10 if I'm not mistaken. And that might be a good because I know this one returns to level 3. If a card is added to your hand, the other one bounces a level. I believe Tesla bounces a level 4, if I'm not mistaken. I know the option card bounces as well. So you can pair this with really anything. You can even pair this with like a Garurumon that draws and adds. You're drawing a card to your hand, or when something comes back from the trash to your hand. I'm just saying, good little engine. Good little engine. I have to check on the ruling when it comes to drawing. It's that adding to your hand or just drawing. It's two different things. Kazuchimon, Alternate Art. This is probably one of the most underrated Alternate Arts that I think by far. I think this card is good. I think this card is pretty slept on. If you want to play a mono yellow deck, this is a great card to have. Thing is, a lot of people don't want to play mono yellow right now because they feel like, the best hybrid's been hit through one. Look, for your color to take 2 hits on the ban list, 2, you get not only Jet Sylphie, but your memory boost is hit to 1. You gotta understand that you're probably the best color when it comes to consistent topping decks. Think about it. Lord Nightmon was a thing. Yellow Hybrid was a thing. You even had yellow being splashed in, slower decks to slow it down. You got Mastermind, which is purple yellow. You got, of course, I said Mother D Reaper. It's another slow deck that wanted to be slow. You even got purple yellow Security Control. Like, come on, yellow players. Like, your color is that good. Having the game based off of the security and you being able to manipulate the security at will is a very, very, very good thing when it comes to, exploiting a game mechanic. You have the best one. Oh, I have 5 security. I'm going to just go up to 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to make it harder for you. Come on now. Like, I think this card is actually very, very good. I'm not a yellow expert whatsoever. But I think this card really just screams A. Beat Stick. When you Digivolve and you have 3 more security, you gain 2 memory, which means it becomes a 3 cost to Digivolve. And then when you're lower than 3, you gain security plus 1. Swing in, you can do 2 checks, all that good kind of stuff. Just a good support Digimon. Pure yellow decks, I think are perfectly fine. This is just if you need a backup level 6. This is probably the one. I do like the artwork. I'm a huge fan of Samurais. I do like the artwork of it. So yeah, not bad. It's funny because I actually picked up a play set on accident. I wasn't trying to. I so happened to look. I was like, oh, I got a playset of this thing, Altanar. Okay. So not bad. Not bad of a card whatsoever. I don't know any applications yet. I'll have to sit down with a yellow player because, you know, my expertise are purple, black, and green. And it's in that order. Purple number 1, black number 2, green number 3. The other 3 colors I'm like, I know people who are specialists in those are, you know, who specializes in those. But yeah, like not bad of a card whatsoever. It could have done more, but I get it. It could have done more. You know, that's the game 2 security, game 2 memory, and if you two or fewer you recover security, it's fine. It's almost like a Postmon.det type of Digimon. Last card I want to talk about is a card that will always be considered nothing more than a meta call. And that is Shivamon. So, Shivamon has a gift and a curse. When security control is a dominant force to reckon with, Shivamon most likely is the go-to meta call. When you have a meta like we have now that is a build-a-stat type of meta, then Shivamon would be nothing more than binder filler. Shivamon will always be in the back of role players' minds. If people are playing security control and you're tired of everybody, ultimate flaring you, you're tired of people Trump swording you, tired of people Giga Deathing you. Well, okay, hold on. Depending on what kind of security control. If you're talking about black, yellow, you're tired of all the holy ways, you're tired of like just all those annoying cards, the hell sipes and all that. Shivamon says, I'm going to shut it down. And 12k DP is not anything to sneeze at. Having her proper inheritables, she goes up to 15k DP in your opponent's turn. And your opponent can't play options. And then during your unsuspend phase, you unsuspend her, they get rid of a security. So you can slow grind her. And then you can just go, oh, I'm going to go ahead and attack. Or I'm going to go ahead and Digiabsorption, Digivolve this Digimon. That's also a thing too. So just something to be mindful of. If your locals really is like security control heavy, you got more than like 2 or 3 security control players, try Shivamon. Give her a test run. See how she works. If you never put the green in your life, this is probably the most basic green meta call that there is. Well, you really have to think. It's like, oh yeah, watch the suspend on your turn. You can't activate options. Which means you can't, do tactical retreat. Which means you can't, play memory boost. Which means you can't do any of those option cards that you want to. Just go ahead and pass your turn. Play a couple of tamers, pass your turn. Like that. So, just something I wanted to go ahead and throw out there. Well, with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. I got to go ahead and probably theory craft a couple of decks that, I just want to go ahead and throw in the channel, I might just go ahead and upgrade that Waymon deck to be a little bit more explosive. But let's see what I do. I don't know what I want to do right now. I gotta remember to keep y'all entertained. I did say 2 to 3 videos a week, and you will have a second one this week. So with all that being said, I've been your boy Dante. This has been yet another Digimon Market Watch, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!